Hey guys, it's OKB and welcome to the Slime Legions offer. You can get about $70 at the moment. It was more, but right now it's at $70. If you do level 20, you get to level 20, which actually isn't very hard. But also if you get 4 of your heroes to level 9 and then level 11, and that's $10 and $40 respectively. So that totals $68 at the moment on Freecash, but there were some other places, right? So when I talk about 4 heroes to level 9 and 4 heroes to level 11, I'm talking about these little guys. You get to collect fragments of them, and you do that by playing different modes to get different fragments. There's different rarities, but in general, what I found is that it's easiest to get these guys to level 9, the green types, the easy common types to level 9, because you unlock those guys first and you have a lot more of those cards first. Hey, but I'm gonna get into the strategies in a moment. I'm gonna go on my phone and show you guys, how to play and stuff like that. But first, what do you actually get this offer? Well, it's actually pretty simple. In the description of this video, you guys will see a whole bunch of links. Pretty much everything might have that offer at the moment. Freecash is the only one which probably does have that offer. But I did see some on MyPoints, Swagbucks, and Kashkick. So let's start with Kashkick, right? Go to the description of this video, click on this link, and then both you and I get a small bonus if you complete an offer, and you can just check if Slime Legions is in here. At the moment, it is not. I think some people have done that offer already, so but you do still want to check to see if there's a good offer on there too. And then there's Swagbucks and MyPoints, so Swagbucks and MyPoints, these two. Go over here, click on the link there for a couple dollars bonus for both of us, then go to Discover, and then you go to Games, and for MyPoints, which is very similar, you go to Deals, right? And then after Deals, you have to go on the category Entertainment. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, mobile games, this is, pretty much all on your phone. I haven't tried this on my LD player, so I don't know if it'll work or not. But yeah, it's risky to try this on your LD player. All right. But you can try the game out first on your LD player if you want. There's a link to that too in the description of this video. So I have all the tools you need in this video. All right. So in Swagbucks at the moment, they've lowered the amount. Right. They've lowered how much they were going to pay you, probably because too many people have done it. In my area, at least, might be some people who have not done it in your area, so you might want to check that. Now it's a little bit different from Freecash, right? Reach level 3, 7, 11, 16 chapter. It's not that difficult. It takes a little time, small amounts. The big thing comes from having reached level 9, level 11 heroes, and then there's like rebates back for spending it on anything. So that's a Swagbucks at the moment, but they could change it again, so you want to take a look. If we're talking about MyPoints, right? So remember, MyPoints is this one. It should be similar to Swagbucks at the moment. They had a good, I think they had like $80 offer, but that went out pretty fast because I guess people just really like this game, like to do this game or something. So it's about $40 in total on MyPoints. Let's go take a look. I think the conditions are pretty much the same as Swagbucks. So up to level 16, chapter 16, and then heroes to level 9 and 11, right? Okay, now Freecash, which is where the main offer is at the moment. You guys can see I put it on here. Click on the link in the descriptions for Freecash. Gives us both the bonus, and then you can go to offers, click on offers, and then you guys can search Slime, and then you'll see Slime Legions. Now this one is the one you probably want to go for today, but if you want to wait for it, you could probably wait for it for Swagbucks and MyPoints to make the offer better, right? So Freecash has a slightly different setup. Install an app just to know that, okay, it's tracking. Buy a $9.99 package. I do think it's worth it. I'll probably get the monthly card, and I'll show you that when I get to the game on my phone. But yeah, they give you a $4.50 rebate. That's fine. Have 4, and then you have, okay, this is the main section. Have 4 more heroes with level 9 or above. If you only want to get up to here, the common heroes are the ones that are easiest to do. Okay, because you get you unlock those guys first, and so you get a lot of fragments of those cards first, and so you get to level 9 on those cards first. But if you're going for level 11, you're going to have to upgrade some of the more rare cards, the blue versions or the purple versions, right? Those guys actually let you progress in the game and get you more cards, right? more and better cards. So those you know, it depends on where you're going, but I would probably upgrade one of the blue cards at least. There's one called Iron Fist that I really like that I just use all the time. So maybe you could do that. Okay, and then the rest is just reach chapters 2 to 20. You would probably finish chapter 20 before you even get anything to level 9 on your heroes. So just think of it in order of chapters first and then heroes next. But your aim is always just going to be try to get to level 11. I did not get to level 11 on my first try. I missed a couple days here. I did not know to do the challenges on the first week, I think. And then I realized, oh, there's a challenge here and I should be doing that. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that I missed. I'm going to show you guys, well, pretty much right now. Let's get into the mobile game. Okay, guys, so let's get in. Let me play one and kind of show you the strategies for this, and then I'll show you what you need to do. I guess first things first, we need to figure out. On the left side is a purple card. That's the monthly card. If you are going to spend, I would put it on the monthly card on day 1 because you have 30 days to do this offer and you'll get some gems every single day. You guys can see the gems. You can go to the bottom left. There's a shop. The shop under sales, you guys. No, it's under main products. Under main products, you guys will see some stuff that you guys can buy. And in general, the Grand Master chest, which has like a whole bunch of rare cards, epic cards they call it, and then rare cards, and then also common cards. That's probably the one you would go for using gems. And getting a whole bunch of gems is pretty helpful. But it's not the only reason. You can also buy it in this random daily special shop that every however many hours it resets, right? And I suppose you could buy 2,000 gems, but yeah. The monthly card is just better value overall, if you want to spend, okay? Second, you do want to do all the modes, so you guys can see on the right and left. I'm in the middle here. This is the left. This is the right. These are a whole bunch of different modes that you need to do. Well, you don't need to do, but it's probably better if you do actually do this, okay? And then overall, you want to follow the red dots. It's self-explanatory. Like missions is pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to tell you that kind of stuff right now, right? I'm just going to show you the strategies, but also on the bottom right, very bottom right, there are some card monsters. You guys remember the highest reward was getting 4 heroes to level 9. On my first try, I was able to do that, but there's also level 11, which I think I skipped some days, and I also forgot about the challenges, so I wasn't able to make it. But you know, just know that if you only get to 9, getting some common cards is the easiest way. If you're getting to 11, you're gonna need some epics or rares. Okay, keep in mind that epics doesn't necessarily mean it's better than a rare. It just means it's harder to get and it's more specialized. In terms of who you should use, I like to use a combination of Iron Fist and this Witch. Okay, maybe sometimes the Berserker here, and the simple reason is because Berserkers deal 200% damage to burn enemies, and he has a pretty far range. But Iron Fist has a 300% damage to burn enemies, but it only hits the area around him. So you know, one has a greater range, one does not. This is pretty useful in the beginning. Iron Fist you get pretty early on, which you'll also kind of get early on, and so that's why I basically stuck with these two. And maybe the Zerker, right? But in the very, very beginning, you would have these common cards. And I do really like to put the Egg Thrower as the area damage. Deals a lot of damage to non-bosses. But when you do have the boss, you probably need something like the Slime around here. But I will say that it's probably better to have a rare once you get it, right? Keep in mind, there are some combinations that I'm going to show you in a moment. You know, let me show you this setup that I'm showing, right? So first I have this witch that burns. She uses fire, so she burns. She has some abilities. If you level them up, if you get to level 9, you get an extra ability and so on. Level 12, level 15, that's an extra ability. And then you have, some other, fire hurricanes, which hits area damages. But keep in mind, the witch does not cause stun. But she has this ability that says, witch's attacks on stun enemies make them stunned 0.5 seconds longer. And then she has like 4 pictures of other characters that does cause stun that she can combine her abilities with. And one of them, the first one on the very left, is called a P-Bot. Right? It's a little robot that I have right here. So this one stuns and spreads to enemies, and also poisons and stuff. Well, okay, that's pretty nice. And he has a hope to stun, and he has a high range. Once you unlock it with the ability, you do have to unlock the abilities in battle. I'll show you in a sec, right? But yeah, just the important thing here is that this has a stun and this has a stun extender, so that's a combination. And then we have this Iron Fist, which deals 300% damage to burned enemies, and there's a list of characters that cause burn, so there's a combination. That witch we're talking about is the third one from the left. It's the red circle witch, little girl, blonde hair, sort of thing, right? So that's a combination. 300% damage is huge. All right. In total, if I go off of what I have now, it's 52, something like that. 500 and something damage, right? And that's more than what most of these other guys have. Okay, so that's my combination. So this has a combination damage, 300% damage when you have burn, and so I use her for burn. This guy has stun, and this girl extends that stun. And then we have this this deer little guy, and he grasps enemies. And little deer's attacks on stun enemies have a 15% chance to grasp them, which basically means stopping them. It's kind of like, it's just slowing people down and putting them in place. It's just another version of stun, right? And so it's a combination. Once again, so you guys see that little circle on the bottom of the descriptions. Little deer attacks stun enemies have 15% chance to grasp them. Is a little robot, and that little robot is him, right? So you want a combination of abilities that are good. There's most of these cards are not necessarily bad. They just need combinations with other characters to make them good. And remember, there's a lot of different types of events, so you want to pick the ones that are great for each event stage or chapter or daily challenge. Okay, and then as for the rest, this one's bleeding. This vampire is bleeding. The water styles are usually slowing people down so that your other two or other three cards can deal more damage. There's some unique abilities that you actually unlock more and more. Be like, oh, extra damage, a special ability, boom, area damage if people are bleeding, so on and so forth. But the ones I usually pick is just this guy, these two, the Witch and the Iron Fist. Iron Fist is my main damage dealer, and then two others supports. Sometimes with some damage, it would be help if there was some damage, right? But in the very beginning, you use these four. Berserker's great in the beginning, and then eventually maybe also the bleeding. Okay, let's play some games, and we'll show you how this works. I'll do a daily challenge. You can't always finish this daily challenge. You have what, applet. I don't think I have a high level applet, so I'm not able to do the challenge on the right, which has the highest reward, but it's still worth it to do the first two. So let's play a little game and see how this goes. Okay, I'll do this quickly. In this game, match 5 is the key. These coins give you these bonuses. All right, they unlock the abilities that these guys have. So upon level up, bring 2 more monsters. Every 10 levels, you can bring more monsters to a new field. You can't bring everything, so that's a pretty powerful ability. Yes, it is. Okay, but I do want, let's see. Yeah, okay, good. So this, another 5 ability. I'm gonna stick with the coins first. I can give you extra moves. That's nice. I'm gonna do this as quickly as I can. 30 levels is actually some time. So this, oops, okay, that works. And then do 5. It's easy to do in the beginning, but it gets harder to match 5 towards the end. And so if you can get that ability, and you randomly get it, right? If you get that ability to, okay, there's another 5. And some just random combinations. All right, between moves and attack speed, I would pick attack speed, or attack global damage. That's just helpful overall, no matter what you have. Okay, this, this, combine. Okay, we have a 4-y, but also have to have this, that's nice. Okay. Okay, what should I do here next? Ooh, there, I'm out of moves. The number of moves is on the top left. So this is day 1. Not too crazy. Okay, you have, so these are the abilities that these guys have. You unlock them as you level up or as you get abilities. So I'm gonna do the purple one. Purple is epic, obviously the best. And we're gonna go for what should be next. I can click on each of these to see which versions I can do to connect, right? So I see that there's 5 of these guys, and it might take me a while to get there. I ran out of moves. That's fine. See how this goes. Blue. All right. That summons a hurricane. Chance of summoning a hurricane if these guys go by the witch. And we're gonna do a 5e here. Oh, get an extra one in there. That. Okay. I need. Oh, there's 5 here, right? So I can do something like this, that, and then add a moves. Okay, eventually there's going to be some guys on the very side that run on the very side, and you need to put somebody on the right and left so that they don't get past you and hit your castle. Okay, let's do a 5e here. 1 more move every day. That's pretty good. That's 25 more moves since we have only 25 days left, I think. Somewhere around there. Okay, we need a 5e on this one. It's possible, but let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna do the range increase. Yeah, see, so these guys are now having a higher range, right? That's the ability I just upgraded. Okay, this, that. You'll get used to it. Shouldn't be too difficult to get to my level once you play enough of these. But you guys can watch my combinations if you want. Okay, could be slower. You know, if there's like special abilities that you might get randomly. Okay, so there's a blue ability, which allows you it lowers the enemy's moving speed, which just helps a lot because some of these enemies are really fast and they go past your defenders really quickly. They don't have a lot of HP, but if they're too fast, it's hard to hit them. Okay, now I don't have any 4s, so I'm just going to go for 3s or 4s. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Okay, there's a 5e here. Perfect. Stage 6. Alright, I'm going to try to speed this up. Talk a tiny bit less. Okay. Global damage. Now, the other abilities are really important, but that 300% damage was important. But I'm going to get it eventually, so I'm going to pick the damage. Okay, restoring castles. Oh, there's 5. Good. I'm gonna do something like this to getting close to getting a 5. As you guys can see, I have some area damage with my fire witch. Okay, jump damage, burn damage, or poison damage. I'm gonna go poison damage. The bosses often kill you, so and the deer is I have this little deer for one-on-ones because they hit 2 times on one guy instead of area damage. But the witch does area damage, and the Iron Fist just has both, right? Okay, now we have 5 of those. We also have a 5 of this. Let's do this. Out of moves. Up, down, left, right, something like that. Or what was it? Down, left, yeah. Okay, now we have the 300% damage to burn enemies. That will significantly increase my power. However, it's impossible to get only Iron Fist. So, you still have to worry about the other stuff. Okay. Oh, we have 4 in here. Let's do a 5e on here. This. There's one towards the end where you can do diagonals. I don't see any 5s, I think. Yeah, I don't see any 5s. So we'll have to do something like 4 for now. Or 3. I mean, maybe I would do one of 3 because... Yeah, let's try a 3. See if we can get an extra one for a 5. Right. Okay, blue ability, witch's attack might increase the stun time. Okay, no, then now the boss comes. Now you're gonna lose some units, so I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna start combining units because they can only take a limited number of units. I'm starting putting them closer together so that they can actually attack the boss because the boss is only attacking around here. There's not much else to put down here. Oh, that's double. Nice. And then I'll try to just increase that. Okay, even if I died to this first boss, it's not the end of the world because they don't deal that much damage. But if you lose to the last boss, you're obviously gonna lose, right? Luckily for me, I have that 300% damage going on for me from my Iron Fists. I don't know if I'll make it. Okay, I will. All right, thank you to the... Okay, so there's 5. Plus 1 row is one that's an ultimate ability, honestly. Just having one more row. It gives you more space to match 5. And just more guys to match 5. Okay, guys, so I'm going to stop here. It'll take too long if I try to go through the entire thing. But yeah, this is basically how you play this game. You look at the abilities, look at which one helps you the most. I would do percentage damage first because towards the end, you're going to run out of abilities to upgrade, or at least rare and epic abilities to upgrade. So I do like it when they give you attack speed or attack damage, right? That's my last tip to you guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll see you guys in the next one.